Hello everybody, I thought I would pop in, talk to you about a few things as we're transitioning from one part of the class to another. First of all, let's talk about those grammar quizzes. A lot of you are struggling with those. Now I want you to understand that sometimes struggling is good for education. Sometimes having a challenge is good for growing the brain. So I designed those quizzes to be a bit of a challenge for you because it's asking you to think about how words are used rather than just like memorizing some definition of grammar. So that's a little more difficult. Now, keep in mind on those grammar quizzes that there is no partial credit. You either get all of the choices right or you miss the entire question. And actually, the reason for that is I went through and, I set up partial credit to try it out, and I went through and just chose answers at random. I got a pretty good score that way, and that's a waste of your time and my time. Why give you a quiz if it's not going to test your knowledge of something if you could just choose at random? So that's why the quizzes are designed that way. However, remember that staying in touch with me is a key component to this class. And some of you have already gotten in touch with me and said, I didn't do as well as I wanted in those quizzes. Can I please try again? And I've said, yes, of course. I think it's a good thing to have that kind of challenge and work your way out of it. Now, also don't lose heart because it's a small portion of your quiz grade. Those are the 3 most challenging quizzes in the course. All the other quizzes are just like discussion stuff, or I'm just asking you to give me some information from the thing we read or talking about or whatever, or and to give me your own opinion and thoughts, that kind of thing. So don't lose heart. Don't give up on the class because of these 3 quizzes. They're only a small portion of your quiz grade, and the rest of the quizzes are much easier. And finally, on that subject, I am extending the deadline on the grammar quizzes until January 30th to give you more time to take them if you haven't yet, and also to retake them if you'd like to try again. So stay in touch with me about those. Now let's talk about the next part of the class, the evaluation section, which is part 2 of the class. Part 1 is grammar. You're finishing those up if you haven't yet, those quizzes. And the part 2 is evaluation. Now this is where we enter into the essay writing portion of the class. The first of 3 essays we'll write is an evaluation essay. And that's what this entire part of the class, part 2, is focused on, that evaluation essay. This section works similar to how all the essay writing portions of the class will work. So you're going to read some examples because people always tell me, like, I need an example of what it is I'm supposed to be doing here. What am I supposed to be doing? Well, I provide those examples. They're not just random reading samples, right? They are examples of evaluation writing for you to read. So you'll read those and take some thought-provoking quizzes on them that aren't guesswork or not as hard as the grammar quizzes. They're just asking you to discuss the stuff. Then you watch my goofy videos designed to help you understand evaluation writing in a fun way. That's the attempt to be fun. I don't claim any success. That's up for you to decide, but that's the attempt. And they are replete with dad humor because I'm a dad. I'm qualified. So lots of corny humor, lots of fun stuff. I try to make them interesting. So you watch those, then you'll try your hand at evaluating something specific. And as far as what that means, see the materials in this section and the videos that I've provided to give you an idea of what kind of thing you'll be doing in writing an evaluation. So basically, this is a chance to not only have your opinion and judgments known, but to be heard. It's your chance to explain to readers why you feel the way you do. Like all writing, the evaluation paper has a reader on the other end, and their goal is to understand why you judge this thing or these things the way you do. Why do you evaluate them in the way you do? Why is this good or why is it bad? Why is it worth someone's time or why is it not worth their time? But basically, it's the idea of you want to express your opinion, your judgment about something or some things, and instead of just giving your opinion, which would end it right there, like you just say, here's what I feel. But you have to go a step further and explain to the reader why you feel the way you do. And that involves some stuff called criteria, which you will read about in this part of the class and are very important to writing an evaluation essay. So dive on into part 2. and pay close attention to those deadlines. They're all listed there. And as usual, contact me with any questions or concerns. Thank you and have a great day.